I want you and that young man to tie that knot. I'm gonna pray for you. And I want you to hold on to God's unchanging hand, because he helped Joshua fight the battle of Jericho.
It's
Yes.
the old
He helped Daniel get out the lion's den. He helped Gilligan get off the island.
Let me get straight to the business. Got them lions in the building. Why you lying to the children? Why you lying to the children? RIGHTEOUS. Man, you know I've been to bed. Man, they know no contest. Yahuwah, he do the best. We will not see you tomorrow. Cause you cannot go to Thora. All the sons and all the daughters. Standing hard with big manodas. But my son, he made me Taurus. On that line, I'm still a Taurus. Karate kicks if he started. Will not hesitate to get retarded. Oh lordy, he ain't got a PowerPoint, he farted. He's running to the hills like a Philistine. Jihad hitting Hamites with the guillotine. Situation turned up with the Ratchet team. JJ 7000 to the bait lead. Yeah, I know them haters gon' hate me, but he won't debate me. Pistol off safety. He respond, come wake me. If I don't get up, nigga shake me. If he don't show up, then he fake G. I touch down and make these nigga nuts hate me. Dear brother, ballin' and crawling all the way from H-Time. Let me get straight to the business. Man, them lions in the building. Why you lying to them cheering? Why you lying to them children? You gon' cry, you gon' get it. Me, I'm like a frog, nigga, ribbit. Of course, it's in the spirit. I just got the Porsche, she can steer it. Michael got the raw, Shaq and Willie. Lamborghini doors, you better not spill it. Mama's high, say I'm more than just a villain. Mama's cry, arms open wide for her children. Suicide, immortalized as the realest, Death by cop, black suicide. Let me get straight to the business. Got them lions in the building. Why you lying to them children? Why you lying to them children? RIGHTEOUS. Man, you know I've been there. Man, they know they no contest. Yahuwah, he do the best. Wow, what's that? Why didn't take it over? Come on, the fake league, you heard me? When it's up, it's stuck. I'm stepping on everything, nigga. Metaphorically, of course.
Welcome to the Lions Den. How y'all doing tonight? We got a good one for you today. If you like the information that's presented to you, please hit that like, share the information to your friend, your platform, or wherever. But I appreciate y'all tuning in. Hello.
Peace, Queen. Peace. Peace to the family. Peace to the family and the Lions Den platform. Stage and all those in the back chat.
Thanks for joining us today, you guys.
Peace.
We have a very interesting. Hello. We have a very interesting piece today. Just to let everybody know that's here in the den that we have blacks in every land. So that's what we wanted to talk about today. The African American or the African or the black that is in every land. The first land that I'm going to talk about today is the Afro-Mexican. These are individuals who are black that have space in the land of Mexico, South Mexico or South America is where the Afro Mexican resides. They have a different culture than the Afro American. As of the Afro American culture is within spirituality of the living or the living light or the living Christ. Their culture, they pray for and to the dead. So I have a video here that shows just the way that they look, their culture, and the land that they reside in. You guys with me today?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so the first ones that we're going to look at is Mexico. Uh, in Mexico, there was the bottom of Mexico. They received 900,000 slaves. Okay, now they went through Mexico. Some of them were there in Mexico to work, and other ones were freed by indigenous people and were able to make land there and make South America their home. Okay, so that's the first thing that I wanted to tell everybody is that when the slaves came from West Africa, they sent a whole bunch of them to Mexico. Mexico didn't participate actually in the slave trade. So they weren't buying Mexicans. Buying Africans. It was a port to get the slaves to other places. So during that, them coming from the water and it being a port, they had safe havens for blacks there.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not on my computer, so I'm depending on Karima to run these videos because I'm not on my home computer to be able to go to them and actually run them as I'm speaking to you guys. So please bear with me while getting the information to put up for all of you to view.
Mm-hmm.
Appreciate you.
The
We
first,
appreciate you. You got this.
thank you. Thank you. I just want to, be able to give our people a little bit of information so we can know that we're welcome everywhere because we are everywhere. Any land that we want to go, there's people that look like us there. They may not be on the surface, but they're in the threads or the fabric of wherever they are. So, Karima, could you run that video for me, please?
Which one? You want the lost community one?
Yes.
All right.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Hold on, let me put up the video.
Put the disclaimer up there.
Hold on, let me reshare it. I don't hear the volume.
The echo.
somebody got their video. I guess they got their StreamYard on, and they probably got it on twice.
Oh, wait a minute. How do what do you mean?
Give her one moment. She'll get it up for us to take a look at it.
No, Chris, stop, girl.
I think that's one thing we'll find out, that we're indigenous all over the planet. Anytime we go to look at any place, we'll find that we have touched down there.
Pacific coast, the region with the country's largest.
These dances don't come now. The black people have united.
Everywhere. There's not a place on this planet that we're not.
Local culture.
Amen.
I know about the Afro-Palestinians.
That's a new one.
Well, while she gets that up, that's good information.
Yeah.
Did anybody get the opportunity to look up the information on the Manic people?
Manic.
No, I'm still trying to charge my phone.
Okay. Let me get this other handset here.
I didn't know that there were black.
Yeah, we were talking about yeah, black Russians, black Asians, black Mexicans, black Europeans. They're everywhere. The Russian has the original paintings of Christ.
Yeah, I saw that.
Let's see here.
This is the Danza de los Diablos, or the Dance of the Devils. It's performed on South Mexico's Pacific coast, the region with the country's largest concentration of Afro-Mexicans.
No es de la África la danza.
These dances don't come from Africa. They are Mexican, but these instruments are African, and we make them ourselves. Now the black people have united with the local culture and mixed with the local people along this coast, and we multiplied, and there are now many black people here.
This country is home to more than 1 million Afro-Mexicans, yet these are marginalized and often forgotten communities. They represent around 1% of the national population. Mexico's 2020 census is the first ever to include Afro-Mexican as an ethnic category. Mexico's legacy of slavery began hundreds of years ago.
The slaves in Mexico were in the places where there was mining. This town was founded around the year 1800, most likely by fugitive slaves who escaped to the coastal regions where they could survive on what they found here.
Today, that original African culture still exists in the states dominated by indigenous tradition.
Yet this stretch of coastline between Oaxaca and Guerrero states is an impoverished part of the country. There's not much tourism here, and local industry doesn't extend far beyond fishing and agriculture. Yet few black Mexicans leave to seek better opportunities, and those who do find the wider country not very welcoming.
Indeed, for Rosa Hernandez, the lead councillor of Santo Domingo Armenta, the Afro-Mexican experience is isolating.
We're a vast minority in this country, so that's why many people have never heard of us. They think we're from another country. They don't consider you to be Mexican simply because you're black. But we are Mexicans, and it's only fair that they recognize us, that they value us as much as anyone else.
As the Black Lives Matter movement around the world seeks change and equality for Black Mexico, the challenge for these communities is still at the point of showing they exist. Alistair Baverstock for CGTN, Coajinicuilapa, Mexico.
Nice.
What y'all think about that? She fell off, so y'all can hold on before to come back.
What
I
I would say is that. Go
I
ahead.
knew there were indigenous people in Mexico a while ago, when I started, learning about what tribe I belong to and stuff like that. I did some research and found out there was some uh, indigenous Afro, uh, as you would say, black people in Mexico, and because they came there by way of the transatlantic slave trade from West Africa. So, but I know that there was already indigenous people in Mexico that was, black, so-called black or whatever. That's what I wanted to share.
Well, one thing I would say, no matter where we are, there's something about us that no matter how they try to disparage us and show us in a particular type of light, we still have that love for ourselves. And it's a sense of pride. As I was seeing those people just a minute ago, you could just see that sense of pride they had within themselves. I mean, they may not have had the material stuff, but they knew that they had something, even if they did not verbalize it. And I'm always glad to see our people embrace that side of themselves.
We should be proud. I mean, we were the ones that was first here on this planet. And because our history and everything been so whitewashed and burnt, our history been burnt. I mean, it's just amazing how all this information is coming out now. If it wasn't for the internet, I don't think, we would have been able to get this information this fast, you know. But I'm glad to see that, people are starting to notice that, and they don't just say, oh, well, I'm Puerto Rican and I'm not black. Well, if you Puerto Rican or Mexican, then you are black because we originated there. We originated everywhere on this planet. So that's something to
Now
be
there
I
proud
have
think that's where that 1/3 comes in at.
now there have been some that have brought into the propaganda, the negative campaign against blacks. So that's why I say that's when I made the statement earlier. I'm always glad to see us embrace that component about ourselves because since we've been here in America, we know that there's been a campaign to demonize that particular color. And to see people in other cultures embracing themselves and embracing the very thing that they try to get us to denounce, you have to have a real strong spirit in you. Because once
in.
again, the propaganda campaign has been relentless at every front. Every chance they had an opportunity to say something disparaging or negative about that, they've taken that opportunity to do it. And to see us not be affected, well, I say see some of us not affected by it, in spite of the propaganda campaign, we still embrace that quality within ourselves because I believe and I know that's the quality that connects us back to God.
You're absolutely right.
And another thing too is how they so quick to demonize not only our heritage but our culture as well, to try to uh try to demonize us as a people, as to make it seem like color don't matter when it does.
Hmm.
Like, oh, we're all the same. No,
What
we're not all the
culture?
same.
Blacks really don't have culture other than hip hop and homosexuality.
Right. And then look what
Right.
they're doing with the hip hop. They got this guy, what's his name? Little Nas X. And he,
Mm-hmm.
demonizing Christ. He's making fun of Yah. I mean, it's in the churches. You know, it's in the music industry, it's in the athletics, you know, sports. I mean, once they get to a certain point where they making so much money, then all of a sudden you start seeing them spaz out or do some old weird, crazy stuff, you know, and it's always making our image look like we're animals. You know what I'm saying? That
Yeah.
we'll do anything for a dollar, and we don't care about our integrity. We don't care about our people and how it makes our people look as a whole. You see,
Mm-hmm.
I've been following this for a long time. Every time I look on the television and I'm watching a movie or something, and they always got us black people in the movie, not the star of the movie, but it's always a black guy chasing some white girl or a black girl chasing a white man. Like the little mermaid when she was black and the guy she was chasing was white. You know what I'm saying? Like it's making it look like we don't even care about our own people. We just going elsewhere. You know what I mean? What we
Yeah,
need
take
to
it
do,
away. But
we
I don't
need
see nothing wrong with us intermarrying with other cultures, but it's just the fact that we're not embracing our own culture. You know,
right. We
like
need
our culture's not sticking together. Like for instance, my family was kind of off everywhere, but we're coming back together as a family, as a Biggs family. You know, uh,
hmm
the Williams family sticking together, the Joneses family sticking together, so the Links family sticking together.
That's
So it's
good because in the black culture, that never happens until a funeral.
exactly, and my family is the first I've ever seen a black culture actually stick together to its climb.
Yeah.
it starts
When
at
the
home.
Now,
elders left, yeah, because when the elders left, that's when everything for us pretty much changed because the elders are the individuals that kept everything going. Big Mama and them. You
yeah,
know, they kept everything going. They had the strength. You know, you always felt your grandma was rich and you always felt she
hmm
knew everything,
Yeah.
and
right?
then yeah,
So
and the thing about it too, they used to, clip peas and stuff, and shred fish. I used to love them. My mom didn't like that, but my dad and I, and my sister, we used to go to town working, and we just had a fun time. It's about the culture, and it just seemed like well, baby boomers want to sit back, chill, but it's about the culture and embracing us as a people, man.
Right. There's each one teach one, and there's not enough. There's too many chiefs and not enough Indians, right?
Yes.
You know, you don't have nobody, you know, passing down knowledge to each other, you know, in the families anymore.
I
I'm, you
know.
know, and that cycle has to be broken somewhere. So, you know, I try to do my part. You know what I mean? I try to
Hmm.
coach and talk to the youth. You know, even older people like to hear me speak.
I try to do that too. Try to teach the youth, at my church, about our culture and where we were. As a matter of fact, my church teaches about our culture, where we came from. So it's just not all of us blacks are on the same page. We just believe that we came from West Africans, which is true, but not, but but it's a good majority of us here in North America are citizens, and that means that we're indigenous. We're
Hmm
indigenous to these lands. Our
hmm
ancestors came from Central America, you know what I'm
hmm
saying, where they had their culture rooted there. You know what I'm saying? So those are the Bantus, the Moors, you know what I'm saying? Which
Yeah.
we're originally should be called, originally known as Mesoamericans, but they gave us the title African American.
That's another way of uh, pissing in our face and telling us it's rain because we don't know who we are. You know, you gave us an
Mhm.
English word, English speaking term to call us African Americans. You know
Hmm.
what I mean? We didn't know what that was before we came over here. Or the indigenous people of this country wasn't speaking that, you know.
Hmm.
See a video come up, see something.
And Oklahoma is a unique space in terms of the number of African American towns that were established. Some suggest upwards of 50 African American towns between 1924 and 1928. Reverend S.S. Jones was going around documenting this sort of self-determined, vibrant African American communities. You see the African American educators, doctors, lawyers, landowners, oil barons. And I think that's what's so remarkable about this footage, to think that individuals, how many years out of slavery, are now owning oil wells that are producing 2,000 barrels a day. Is that not the ultimate American dream? Is that not the ultimate American story? It flies in the face of what I think some people consider part of African American history and culture. I mean, I think that that was one of the things that Oklahoma and what S.S. Jones is really kind of showing is that African American history and culture is not a monolith. And in a way, it became kind of like a marketing tool to encourage individuals to migrate, to move there, that this is a place where you can live, you can thrive, and peacefully reside. There were still palpable racial tensions. There are lynchings, there's Jim Crow, segregation, there's all of these things, and you still have an African American community or many communities that really speak to the fortitude and resilience of Black people in this country.
Mm. I could watch stuff like that all day.
Me too. I mean, I've seen some movies on Netflix where we're seeing, like, I just saw a series about a day ago about how they were last week about the Bantu blacks and how they were in the ghetto in Australia, somewhere in Australia and Europe, and they were fighting to try. I mean, these gangs were strong, stronger than the ones in here in the Americas. And
Mm-hmm.
they like pushing, having customers and drugs out, and so it's pretty interesting.
Mm. What I got from that video made me think, um, like those oil rig things that was, you know, built by the slaves, you know, and over time, these, you know, how you want to call them, settlers or people that came over here and, you know, had us in bondage. You know, anyway, they made all their money in that oil industry that was built by us. You know, a lot of these factories and stuff, you know, that was put up was built by us. The railroads, all that built by us, and they still use them today. We don't profit from none of that. We don't profit from none of that stuff we built. We need to, you know, pull resources together and you know, start another Black Wall Street. You know, buy up somebody need, you know, I mean, if there was funds available for everybody, I'm sure, we'll be living in the perfect world and we can make moves. But my thoughts is just, just thinking out loud, uh, just pulling resources together and buying up these little towns that they got for sale, and start opening up banks and schools, hospitals, like Black Wall Street before they destroyed it, and it's sad, you know what I mean, that happened. But history repeats itself. You know what I mean?
But like what I'm working on, I think I shared this with the group a while back. About I think it was last year, about how I'm looking to build a new microchip, and I'm going to design my own motherboard. And it's going to be processed off of solar energy, just pure solar energy,
Hmm.
and electrons. So you have your electrons and neutrons working together. So that's going to help like the process to keep the motherboard from overloading with heat. It's just going to be like neutral, but it's going to keep it real. So it's going to have much faster speeds.
Hmm.
That's my plan. That's what I'm putting into practice, and that's what I'm going to do when I take English. I'm going to write that down, and I'm going to make a long essay about what I'm doing.
That's what's
So
up.
so that's helping me to stay focused before I even take those classes.
Right.
Because I'm looking for a program or a notebook where I could use to write down my plan. As a matter of fact, I'm going to start writing down in here my goals, what I plan to do. So,
Kind of give my disclaimer. I'm at work, you guys, so I'm be kind of in and out of the conversation.
oh,
Hmm.
okay.
Yeah, so I'm in right now. We got
Hmm.
bad weather coming through here, so we actually working 6 o'clock to 10 o'clock on these shifts like this.
Hmm.
But uh, we were talking about the indigenous. Where do we get at in that? Had that part passed?
Indigenous means people who were born there.
Hmm.
They're the originators who
Hmm.
first who dwelt on the land and been living there for millions, probably no thousands of years. So,
Yeah, one of the things I point out as being black people, I know we declare our indigenous status, but I really think that before matter came, we existed. And I think what we want to do is we want to be like other nations and claim some part of geography. But I think being connected to God, it puts us before geography. I think we have to make the declaration that we were light first and we then created matter. And then there were certain parts of the geography that we did occupy first. But I think our original aboriginal status has to be God. And God is not indigenous to land. God is indigenous to the universe. I think once we kind of start getting that narrative set, I think it then puts us on a trajectory back toward our greatness.
and I agree to that, wholeheartedly, because our indigenous roots began in the universe, aka zodiac stars. When you go,
Exactly.
there was alignments of the stars,
And no other
the
people can
planets.
make that declaration but us.
Nobody can.
Yes. And I
But
think,
guess what? It was by God's design, and we
yes,
are God's design.
yes, yes.
So I
And I
think
think
just like you
that's the
said, brother, that has to be established first.
Yes, and then make the declaration. Then we created geography and we occupied every aspect of geography.
There
Just
you
like
go.
the
There you
quality of
go.
God is omnipresent, the quality of us is omnipresent. Every quality that
Amen.
God has, that's the same quality that we possess.
Because we're everywhere on the planet.
Yes, yes.
And another thing too, it could be possible that we're everywhere on other planets.
Brother, you stated earlier we're in the universe, even if we don't understand the life form. Because
Yeah,
anywhere
because
that
we understand our birthday, that comes from the zodiac signs, aka
yes,
stars.
that's how I I hear people talk about age. If you ask the average person, I use the acronym CHON, carbon, hydrogen, and oxygen, the main elements that most of us are composed of. So if I were to say that I'm 60 years old, and somebody asked me, well, how old are the carbon atoms in you made of? How old is the nitrogen? How old is the hydrogen? And I think that's one of the things we do once we understand that we're from antiquity, not just us, but trying to limit ourselves to a birth date can sometimes limit us to access in certain realms of knowledge, I believe. CHON, carbon, CHON, carbon, hydrogen, oxygen, and nitrogen. The main four elements that all of us are composed of. CHON. Did they finish showing all the videos?
I don't know.
Nope, here go another one.
The Manik of Thailand. Deep within the lush rainforests of southern Thailand is a unique and fascinating indigenous group known as the Manik people. The origins of the Manik people are shrouded in mystery, but anthropological research suggests that they are part of the broader group of Proto-Malaic ethnic communities. The Manik people are one of the smallest ethnic groups in Thailand. Genetic studies of the Manik people have revealed a unique genetic heritage that reflects their isolation and distinct way of life. Their genetic markers show connections to other indigenous groups in the region and ancient populations that inhabited Southeast Asia. The Manik people often have darker skin and hair, well suited to their forested environment. Their phenotype showcases adaptations to their surroundings, such as enhanced visual acuity and agility, which aid them in their hunting and gathering activities.
Nothing dims my light like a migraine. With Nurtec ODT, I found relief. The only migraine medication.
Thank you for joining us in the second installment of our captivating series, The Black Tribes of Asia and Pacific, where we are embarking on a fascinating journey to delve into 8 distinct Black Asian communities with a beautiful, rich complexion that mirrors the vibrant hues of sub-Saharan Africa. If you are finding this exploration as intriguing as we do, we kindly invite you to show your support by liking this video and engaging with us in the comment section below. We eagerly anticipate your thoughts, and we will make every effort to respond to as many comments as we can. On to number 2. Sri Lanka Kafirs. Nestled in the heart of the Indian Ocean, the teardrop-shaped island of Sri Lanka boasts a rich tapestry of cultures, traditions, and histories. Among its diverse inhabitants, one group stands out as a fascinating testament to the island's multicultural heritage, the Sri Lankan Kafirs. The origins of the Sri Lankan Kafirs can be traced back to the 16th century, when Portuguese colonialists brought African slaves to the island. These slaves were primarily of Bantu and Khoisan descent, from regions now known as Mozambique, Tanzania, and South Africa. Over time, these African individuals intermingled with the local population, resulting in a unique ethnic group known as the Kafirs. Over the years, their genetics have developed as a result of intermarriage with other ethnic groups, contributing to a unique blend of African and Sri Lankan characteristics. Their phenotype often features a range of skin tones, hair textures, and facial features, reflecting the diverse ancestral heritage that defines their identity. The Moluccans. The Moluccan people are an indigenous black community residing in the Moluccan Islands of Indonesia. The Moluccan people's origins can be traced back to Austronesian migrations from Southeast Asia and the Pacific Islands, with influences from neighboring regions like Papua New Guinea. These migrations over centuries laid the foundation for the diverse genetic makeup and cultural fabric of the Moluccan people. The Moluccan people are composed of various ethnic groups, including the Ambonese, Ternataeans, Tidorians, and more, each with its own distinct customs and languages. Studies have revealed a mix of Austronesian, Papuan, and Southeast Asian genetic markers, highlighting the complexity of their heritage. The Semang and Batek of Malaysia. A country renowned for its cultural diversity, is home to the Semang and Batek people, who stand as distinct groups embodying the ancestral heritage of the region. The origins of the Semang and Batek people trace back to the ancient inhabitants of the Malay Peninsula, contributing to the complex mosaic of Malaysia's indigenous population. These communities are believed to have inhabited the region for thousands of years, preserving their distinct way of life amidst the tides of history. The Semang and Batek people are part of the larger Orang Asli community, which translates to original people in Malay, highlighting their status as the earliest inhabitants of the peninsula. Research has indicated that these communities share genetic markers with other indigenous populations in Southeast Asia and Australo-Melanesian groups. Phenotypically, both the Semang and Batek people exhibit unique physical traits that have adapted to their environment. Their shorter stature, darker skin, and robust physique can be attributed to the demands of living in the denser rainforests and the challenges posed by their traditional hunter-gatherer lifestyle. East Timorese. Nestled in the maritime heart of Southeast Asia lies East Timor, a land of breathtaking landscapes and a people whose history is as rich as the diverse tapestry of their culture. The roots of the East Timorese people can be traced back to Austronesian migrations that took place thousands of years ago. This early migration brought together various ethnic groups, including the Atoni, Tetum, Mambai, and Bunak, among others. The East Timorese population is relatively small, with an estimated 1.3 million people. They inhabit the eastern part of the island of Timor, which is shared with Indonesia. The majority of East Timorese are of Austronesian descent. Genetically, the East Timorese people exhibit a blend of Austronesian, Southeast Asian, and Melanesian influences. This diversity is reflected in their physical appearance, with variations in skin tones, facial features, and hair textures. The New Caledonian Kanak people. Nestled in the heart of the South Pacific, New Caledonia is an enchanting archipelago that beckons with its turquoise waters, lush landscapes, and vibrant cultures. Among the mosaic of society that grace this idyllic haven, the Kanak people stand as a testament to the island's rich history and diverse heritage. The Kanak people, indigenous to New Caledonia, trace their origins to the ancient Lapita culture, known for their remarkable seafaring prowess and skilled pottery. This Austronesian group, believed to have originated in Southeast Asia, ventured across vast ocean expanses, eventually settling in the Melanesian islands. Today, the Kanak people constitute a significant portion of New Caledonia's population, accounting for approximately 39% of the total inhabitants. Genetically, the Kanak people exhibit a diverse heritage, resulting from centuries of interaction with neighboring Pacific Island communities and European explorers. Recent genetic studies have revealed intriguing insights into the Kanak population's ancestral makeup, showcasing a blend of Austronesian and Melanesian influences.
I think I'm gonna start cutting carbs. I need to drop my belly fat.
If you want to drop this.
Southern Yemeni Hadrami, Shabwa, and Socotra Island people. Both the Hadrami and Shabwa people display a diverse range of genetic influences, with their genetic makeup reflecting a blend of indigenous Yemeni, Arab, and African heritage. The Akhtam tribe in particular bears striking phenotypical similarities to the black people of Ethiopia. While Socotra's history remains shrouded in mystery, some theories suggest that the black people of Socotra could be descendants of East African migrants who ventured across the Indian Ocean centuries ago. The island's strategic location along ancient trade routes likely facilitated the mingling of diverse populations, contributing to the unique genetic makeup of its inhabitants. Genetic studies have revealed a fascinating blend of African, Arabian, and South Asian ancestries, further corroborating the island's historical role as a crossroads of cultures. The Veda. The Veda are a minority indigenous group of people in Sri Lanka. The Veda minority in Sri Lanka may become completely assimilated. Most speak Sinhala instead of their indigenous languages, which are nearing extinction. It has been hypothesized that the Veda were probably the earliest inhabitants of Sri Lanka and have lived on the island since before the arrival of other ethnic groups in India. Their arrival is dated tentatively to about 40,000, 35,000 years ago. It has been determined in studies to be likely that the branches of haplogroups R and U, found to be particularly prevalent in the Veda, were derived from ancestors on the Indian subcontinent. Phenotypically, the Veda display a deep brown complexion of the same hue as black Africans. Their facial features are also remarkably similar to those of many African black populations, such as the Ethiopians and the Sudanese. Their hair, though, is straight and black. They may not be black in the cultural sense, but their dark complexion mirrors the vibrant hues of sub-Saharan Africans. If you
Yeah, some beautiful people. I can tell.
Powerful, powerful.
I like that wherever you go, you see that they have their own culture, their own like dance style, the way they cook. I mean, everything is so, natural. You know what I mean? There's hardly any technology where they are, and I feel like they, are more connected to nature, than we are.
Right.
Yeah, over here in America, we've been Americanized. You know, we celebrate Easter, we celebrate uh, Christmas, Thanksgiving.
Hmm.
You know, we haven't like really embraced like the nature what God has given us, or what God's trying to show us rather.
Hmm.
Hey, family.
Peace. Kai.
Yeah. Yes, brother.
Yeah, I'm Freddie. Freddie Biggs.
Yeah, my brother. I'm also Che. It's actually Che. That's how it goes. But you can call me Yao.
Oh, Che.
Yeah, good. That is Che.
Yo,
K
what's
Y
up,
E
Che?
I. Cool, bro. I enjoyed the video. It was nice. Yeah. And like I always say, we are gathering for a purpose. If if not for a purpose, I guess we would all not be having our time wasted here. Yeah.
What did I miss?
It's showing some videos on the different types of people,
Yeah.
blacks,
Out there,
showed those that with
out there,
blonde hair, smooth hair, but they're like the same, resemble the same hue, skin tones.
What do y'all think caused the different hair texture? What do y'all think caused the different hair textures?
I think um I think that people with hair like that, I don't know where honestly I don't know where it comes from when it pertains to us, like black people. Like maybe somewhere down the line, someone had some, different nationality mixed in there. But I like how, you can tell by the look in their facial features that they are indigenous. You
Yeah,
know, like you could just tell right in the facial structure, like around the eyes, the cheekbones, and the hair too. When it's like when it's afro. But the ones with that coolie hair, I guess it looks nice. You know what I mean? But
What kind of hair did you call it?
coolie,
Coolie?
yeah, coolie, like little
You talking
wavy,
about Afro?
Okay.
looking coolie, something like
Because
that.
I've
Wait.
always
You
wondered.
talking about
oh, you meant curly?
you talking about
Curly, yeah.
Oh, okay. Curly. Okay. I call it coily. I call it coily. I call it have coils. And the reason I called it that because if you just look at have y'all ever just wondered why do we even have hair on our head? For what purpose?
I think it's an extension of our nervous system.
I believe that too. I believe that too. Because if you realize that we've got hair in our ear, in our inner ears, and our nose, and all of those are like little antennae
Yeah.
designed to pick up on certain frequencies. So if we have hair on our head and it's not designed for, I guess, aesthetic purposes, then why do we have these coils? And what I've come up, this is my hypothesis. We live in a magnetic field. The Earth is surrounded by a magnetic field. And anytime you put a coil in a magnetic field, you can produce electrical current. You can not only produce it, you can break electrical current down. And I believe our hair was just antennas to help us tune in the frequencies. Just say like if one frequency is this and another frequency is that, that antenna would pull it in, whereas another one would not. So that's what I believe our hair is for. And I believe other people had hair as a factor to keep them warm. So when your hair grows real long, but I had didn't grow long. I had just sits on our head like what they would call coil. So as I started
Hair.
studying more about electricity and electromagnetism and understanding the benefit of a coil in a magnetic field, I don't believe they're working right now. And I think that's the thing that the anticipation of this world is waiting on. Certain factors or certain gifts that we have to come awake. The coiled hair as well as our skin color. And once again, I think the coils in our hair are going to tune in to certain frequencies and help us become the people that we used to be.
Yeah.
Spiritually.
We have that natural glow about us.
Yeah. I say, if y'all ever get a chance, just look at how coils act in a magnetic field, the purpose of them,
Hmm.
And like I say, I don't think we have hair. I think we have
I'm seeing that
coiled
in my.
antennae.
I can give you an example. I'm seeing that in my family. I saw one of my cousins walk on fire.
Hmm.
Well, that just goes to show you that the Most High knew what He was doing when He created us, because not only our hair is that way, but we have melanated skin to absorb the sun's rays and all its nutrients and all its wonder.
Mm-hmm.
Our hair is even the description of the Most High in according to the scriptures. I guess. I mean, our hair is representing us as who we are. First, you can identify us by our hair. Second, our eyes. And like I want to say something like the video we was watching. I enjoyed that video, but some of them, most of it, go way back, way back, all those videos. Like, for instance, during those centuries where there were no cooked food, we were fed from fruits only before we got to know certain things, before civilization came. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
so looking at and seeking at far, you will see the image and all those that popped up cannot be identified as first, like ancient, you know, because we all understand we are from one source. If we are from one source, then we probably come out from one way of raising us, of being living, before even let's talk about ethnics, and before even migration. And what do they migrate for? What was the purpose for one migrating from the other?
I think it's
So
to find more resources.
exactly.
Mm-hmm. That's the sole purpose of them migrating.
For resources?
Mm-hmm.
What were they using for the resources?
Hold
Because
on,
you know what?
hold on. Okay, so these, it's not no. You can bring up videos that's pertaining to the subject or whatever that goes farther back, but this ain't where you compare us anything. We're not doing this for no comparison. We're not doing this for no why this happened. We're just showing that we're everywhere. So let's get on the same topic, okay? Let's not get on to no, you feel me, comparison, what happened first, and all this other good, because that's not what it's about. It's about showing that we actually here, there, everywhere. So if you have documents, evidence, videos, proof, and you can pull it up, but let's not do no debating here on,
I've
who.
always been telling when it talks of evidence proof, I would like you and I witness it, yourself.
Yeah, bring
Everything gonna be shown in a due
it, but
time. But
let's
I
not.
understand what you mean, sister.
Yeah, yeah, let's
I
not do
got you.
no. Yeah, let's not do no comparison, and let's not do no buts here. Let's add on to it, but don't do no buts. Like I like the video, but no, just it's not about we're not doing no comparison. We're just doing, as
Aware,
far here, we there,
awareness.
we out there. I'm pretty sure you can, tell us about your culture and certain people that's, in
Hmm.
different
I like
places.
I like the group because it brings awareness of that people don't even know, and
Right.
it's a discussion slash uh with information, and it's not so much where we come and debate about stuff.
Right.
It's bringing
No.
awareness up.
This is a build here. This ain't no. We trying to act like this is better. We're not trying to point fingers, and we're not trying to make it seem like somebody
No,
is
no, nothing is bad.
lesser than us.
Everything is cool, sister. I
Yeah,
got you.
yeah. So it's just a beautiful thing to see us everywhere and different nationalities and different cultures, and just doing good without negativity. Always negativity, negative feelings, and negative thoughts, and all that. But yeah,
Wherever you go and you see these indigenous people,
It's
they
actually not
always they
negative,
always live
sister.
on.
It's an add to the bill. I feel you.
you say what?
I say I understand what you mean, but I don't mean no negativity. It's
I
just
know
an
you don't.
add to the bill.
I know you
Yeah.
don't. I'm just putting you up on on the topic. What's
Yeah,
going
so
on?
like
Because
in that,
I'm just letting you know what is the topic and what is the purpose of the conversation, and hopefully you can add more to it because I'm pretty sure we talking about all over. If you see the flyer, it's really actually everywhere. We everywhere. So
everywhere
Yeah.
you go and you see these indigenous,
we
and
taking a quest, all over to
I
see
got to step
us.
away for a minute, fam. I'll be back in just a minute, though.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah, y'all go ahead. Finish.
yeah, I was gonna say I like that in the video. No matter where they were in harmony. You know, it wasn't no riff raff. I mean, of course, everybody had their ups and downs behind closed doors, but from what I see is that they all living in peace and harmony,
And they
and
had
living off the
good
land.
dance moves. And they had great dance moves.
Yeah, definitely, definitely. I seen the older lady there cutting it up with the little dress on. She was doing
Yeah,
her thing.
she was digging. She was.
She had the fellas looking at her.
She was rocking to the beat.
I think we all got that in us, to be that way and live among each other without all the drama.
Right. Yeah, you can
Hmm.
clearly see that they ain't like around a whole bunch of civilization. They, you know, in a cut somewhere, dealing with each other.
Yeah, they weren't driving no Benzes, and wasn't nobody out there with jewelry on and stuff. And you see how happy they were,
Right, right.
and that's how we were. I mean, we weren't like that and like happy to be slaves, but during that time, we, played the banjo and we created the blues, being in slavery. You know what I'm saying? So there's a lot of things that came out of negative, things that happened to us that, you know, we just blew up like all the music. I mean, we're just amazing people.
We start being a conscious aware because when I was growing up, and before then it was like freedom. It was like no, not really worries. Even though our people didn't been through slavery and all that, but as a kid, it was no worries. We found ways to you know be creative and have fun and be around each other because at that time, like, well, I was born in the 70s, you know what I mean? So 76. So I was
79.
I'm in the 70s, 80s, 90s. So I'm around all the generations, but in my generation, it was like, you feel me? I say the colors was brown. It was like ten colors. You feel what I'm saying? So the world was like different. Like I keep saying the world was kind of like different. It was more like, we was out you know what I mean, on the streets, playing the bikes and doing, kid things. And now it's like you can't really do them type of things that it's like real color right now. It's like
Yeah.
real color, rainbow colors right now, as you see. And it's very much different than when I was growing up.
Yeah,
And
they
you deal with the hippies, and it was like a lot of. It was fun. You got the house parties. You know what I mean. You had the boys and club.
the
It was a lot
block
of
party.
things
Yeah,
that was
that's
back
what I'm
then that they
talking
don't
about.
have now.
Yeah.
You go to the after school was the gym after
Yeah.
school. You know what I mean? It's so many activities that
Mm-hmm.
they had back then that was so much fun. Like what I
Yeah.
mean. The bike derby. You know what I mean? That was like a spot that people used to meet up. It was different activities that kids don't have nowadays. They don't have
Nope.
that.
Nope.
So it's pretty much different. So when you say,
I
you
remember
know
the
what I mean, the
Boys and
happiness
Girls
and all that,
Club.
it used to be, and in certain places, I'm pretty sure it still is. People meet up and have great times, but it's not in a lot of numbers. But it ain't changed. It's just the environment and the people that you're around, and it's different.
Mm-hmm.
Now they're enjoying
That's
with
right.
games, TV games, video games.
Mm-hmm. That's where I
Yeah.
grew up on the Aberdeen Proving Ground, and we used to play video games, Xbox, PlayStation, but we also meet up at a resort for the military, and we had a skating ring. We rented a platoon. My dad rented a platoon, and we all got on that bad boy. As well as some other members of our church, and we just all can't stick together and stuff. And so it's just pretty amazing, seeing that. I mean,
Back then we had Mario, and y'all know it was a meetup house. Like everybody used to meet up at the house and play, you know, Nintendos and things like that.
yeah,
Meet up.
Yeah, you had to go to somebody's house and knock on their door. You
yeah, I
know,
remember
It was
that.
the cousins. It was the cousins and the relatives, or you know what I
right.
mean, the homies' house, and everybody used to meet up, and that's where it was at. The same
You
place the
gotta,
house.
you gotta, all those games you was talking about when we used to play when we were kids. Like, we need to create new games for these kids, because like who created red light, green light, and all those games that we used to play.
Was.
You know what I'm saying? Like, we need to create new games for the youth. Or bring those back. You know what I mean?
Yeah, bring it.
Right, to keep them out of the streets, but like play freeze tag or tag, hide and go
Yeah.
seek. You
You
can
got to
bring
get them
them
off you
back.
got to get them off the social media first.
We could still do social media, just
Yeah, they still
don't
gonna
get
be on,
on
but
it so much.
it's. I mean, that's like I say, you know what I mean? Because I know kids that be on social media, but they got laser tag. They got places that kids actually go to. You feel me?
Right.
Right,
It's
where you
not
got to put your
have
phone
a lot
down.
of numbers, but they really actually have places that kids go to. And meet up at.
Yeah, and you got to put your phone down. You can't play games like that outside and be playing with your phone. When I was young and we used to play sports and stuff, we didn't have phones. So, it was easier for me, I guess. But like if you bring a kids to the park and you want to like play games like that, I would suggest putting, making sure they don't have their phones on them.
Yeah,
You know what I
dog.
mean? It's only a distraction.
That's what I would do with my cousins, little cousins. Actually, but the oldest ones, like 8, 6, 8, 10, 12 years old, you don't have to tell them. They'll leave their phone homes wherever they left them at and go and play, get involved in the game. You know what I'm saying? Like you got that new game called Seen It. I'm not sure if anybody heard of that, but it's a game.
No.
Guess the the actor, actress, what they were, film, see what role they played in, what year, who was the nominating Oscar, and all that good stuff.
Hmm.
I actually got
Now
that
we
for
not
my
living. Now we not living on. I mean, the benefit of the land anymore. You see, I mean, we don't know how to grow for ourselves and anything. And those are the things that keeps us busy. You know, it's sad. Even what we saw in the video, most of it are being faded out of the system.
Hmm.
They all learning the Western ways now. You know,
Yeah, I understand.
they all turn under competition and battle themselves instead of coming together and being for themselves who they're supposed to be as one accord.
I mean, I don't
That's the
mind
problem.
debates, but I don't like to have to. That's all I'm doing is debating. It's like, what the point if you I rather like to build. That's one thing I like about this platform is we're just discussing, having discussions, and learning and sharing different information.
Hmm. It's a good way to
Yeah.
network. Good way to network. Reaching out to build network with people, different people.
You it's just a whole different thing. Now in our generation, we see. I mean, we walk outside, find our own girls, like women of type we want, we like, without checking anything on them and stuff like that. And you know, later it turns into a whole lot of stuff. But the first people were not doing it that way. You don't have a will, you don't have a taste, you don't have nothing to say. It's what your father choose for you, is what is best for you, because he representing you. So and that there were no like divorce stuff like going on all the time. No matter what, you can't take no divorce from who. So before even they come together as lovers, it's a process. Unexpected. Your dad brings you a girl and tell you she is your wife, and you don't know her, no nothing. Like and you guys gonna be sleeping together, and we'll be coming back to check on you, and it's cool. The same way, even when argument come, disagreement come and fight. Whatever comes in, he's gonna come and say, all right, then I'm giving you guys like 1 month to think about it, like 38, 40 days to think about it. Before the 40 days, he'll be passing by and see everything is already solved because it's man and woman, you know. So like for us to get our strength, it means you guys took some and there are some left. We got to come in bond. You got to come together. Captain Planet, you familiar with it?
Yeah, family.
Because everybody here got his source, got his own power within. That we all got to connect together. One might be a carpenter, one might be a power for wind, one might be a power for air, I mean for water, coming together to create the supreme power. You know, that's how it goes. Without coming together, we can't do nothing. As I say, y'all was the strength that was taken away from us. Home to build home. And now they trying to tell you the home that mean you mean from is a hell. Is nowhere to be to come come to. Come and we know all the secrets. We finally find ourselves being one for a great purpose, for one source, you know. I'm not saying there are good ones here or there. They everywhere. When you come to Africa, you will find like many youth that name themselves after Jay-Z, Tupac, I mean all those people. But it's gonna be hard that name themselves after us here from Africa. You see, so this all speaks volumes to us.
And the use of Zoom and all that is to get us all to embrace other cultures, other ethnic groups, and us all coming together and learning from each other. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, experience is the best teacher. You know, that's all. Because yes, indeed, that's why they put that bridge on us. Yeah, that's how they put those boundaries on us. They set it on us. You know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's why they got us from tribal, from kingdoms to into nationality. You know, and they did not get no. They didn't get it built it from nowhere than from our own people. You see, it's the same police people, our own people, our siblings, our brothers, our sisters are the same people that the system controlling them on us, using them on us.
But yeah, like I was telling you about the Afro, excuse me, the Afro Palestinians. I just learned about it too because of what's going on with Israel and Palestinian war, and they actually live in a town that's it's pronounced something in Arabic, but it's called the slave town or something like that, and they treat them very poorly over there. The Afro-Palestinians get treated poorly by the light-skinned Palestinians. You know what I mean? So everywhere you go, you'll find that the dark-skinned Aborigines get treated, worse than the light-skinned ones. And I just think that it's sad, but it's a way we can overcome that by not even that a video. Is that a video?
Video?
No, I thought a video was coming up. Yeah, I just want to give a shout out to the creators of The Lion's Den and for adding me.
Appreciate you coming in. Appreciate you giving your input, as always.
Unless y'all want to freestyle it.
I mean, say what's on your mind.
Well, I just feel blessed and favored, not highly favored. I just feel blessed and favored by y'all. Those are the things that I think about the most.
Hey, Sister Karima, please. I don't know. I have a brother. I mean, can he be? Can he join? Can he join?
Yeah, give
He's
him
in
the
New
link.
York.
Give him the link.
Yeah, a family brother. Yeah. All
Yeah,
right.
give him the same link you jumped on and tell him to come on the same way. I guess he gotta go and get the brother. But what was you saying before he
I don't remember exactly where I was at, but
you was blessed and highly not favored?
let's not highly. Just blessed and favored by Yah.
Yes.
When you know you have a force that's pulling you and it's pulling you to a place that is designed only by God for you, you know. Um, I keep seeing signs everywhere. I keep seeing this number 423. So I looked it up, and I've been seeing this number for like 3 years now. 423. You know, and what's crazy is my dad died last year, April, and that's the 4th month, and the year was 2023. So, anyways, I looked that number up, and I guess it's like an angelic number, and it's saying like if you keep seeing this number, it kind of means like you're on the right path. You're on the path that that they are guiding you to. You know.
Did it say if you wake up around this time?
I don't remember seeing that part.
Yeah, look it up. If you wake
Yeah,
up around them time.
I have woken up around that time, but look, that number has been coming at me everywhere, not just on the time, everywhere. And the other day, I got a reference letter from an assistant director of this program, right?
Mhm.
It's so that I can attend this training program to be a harm reduction specialist. But in order for me to I had to get a reference letter. And she wrote me a reference letter, and guess what the date was on it? 423.
Right. You're gonna start seeing that number.
You know what I'm saying? Like, so,
That's
and
what
it
happens to
also
me
said
a lot.
that.
I start like if I talk about something or I start seeing it, like I'll probably see it on the internet. I probably see it as I'm driving. I probably see it as something I'm reading. That's just to confirm to me that you feel me, um, I'm on the right path, or I wasn't lying about what I was saying, or my understanding is getting clearer. I don't know. It's just certain things I get out of it.
Yeah. The guy said, whenever you see that number, whatever you was thinking about before you saw that number, that's what you should be doing or thinking of, whatever, like focusing on. You know what I mean?
Right.
So in this letter, this reference letter, it's going into the field of human.
Kind of like a law of attraction at that point.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I feel like I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing. I'm on my purpose,
That's right.
or I'm in my purpose. I ain't there yet. I don't think I'm gonna be on my purpose for a while, but I'm striving. I'm still doing my thing. I'm working. I got my own place. I'm single.
That's
No,
right.
no diseases. I got all my kids are grown, taken care of.
That's right.
So that's why I said I feel like I'm blessed and favored.
That's right. You are. You gotta keep feeling like that.
Hmm. I love, you know, searching for the truth. I love searching about our history.
You
Uh,
hot out.
you know,
Where you at? You,
I'm in Brooklyn,
they hot out there.
Brooklyn, New York.
What is that? The Amalams or the
That's the ambulance and fire departments. They keep riding past. I don't understand why they gotta use this block.
they must have a station close by.
Yeah, this is a residential block though. Like I don't know. I guess they gotta get where they going, right?
Right. Somewhere in the neighborhood.
It's things I can't control that it don't bother me that much. I don't, let things bother me that much.
Right. You should get used to hearing it.
It's annoying when I'm like trying to watch a movie or something though.
Wow.
Or like when I'm doing this.
Yeah, that's the devil's work.
Yeah, that's why I kept hitting the mic, the mute button every time. It kept coming in. Yeah, like damn, messing up the content on the platform. I don't want to be that guy.
Right, you good.
But where I'm at, I'm close to a place where I can attend Hebrew Israelite services. They got a couple of places around here.
Is that right? Have you attended, went to one, or you just
Yeah,
seen
I
them?
went to one, and after that, I've been doing their live every time they go live for Shabbat teachings.
Okay.
Yeah, every Saturday I'm on Shabbat live. But he gave me my Bible, the leader
That's
of.
good. You found somebody to fellowship with, you
Yeah,
know.
yeah, we do similar to this, but we can't talk to them. They doing their own teaching, so we can't talk to them. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
On their YouTube channel.
You can't?
Yeah, you could comment and chat. You know what I mean?
Okay.
But like you can't like and get
Hit
the
hit
teacher's
the panel?
attention,
They ain't
huh?
gonna, they ain't gonna let you hit the panel?
Nah, he be behind the panel like teaching, and the
Right.
camera be like far like away, so it's like you can only see him teaching.
Oh.
Yeah, but it's usually him, his son, um, this other one, Chief Yashar. Uh, this guy, his name is Hanasi. His son is Prince. Nas. I forgot what his name is, but they good. They good. And they live here in Brooklyn. So
Prince Nasir?
Prince Nashir.
Nasir?
Yeah,
And they what? What's that? AOI or something like? What is it?
I
What is
think
the?
it's I think it's NANISHR, something like that.
Hmm?
Something like that. Try type in Hanasi, or if you're searching right now.
Yeah, let me see.
Or if you want to know what the place is called, you could type in Shema Israel.
What is their YouTube channel?
See now. Hold on. Hope I don't know. Oh, wait. Yeah, I was on something. Still there?
I'm right here
All right, hold up.
because I don't see it.
I'm gonna show you. I'm almost there. All right, type in SHMA got that?
Yeah.
Space Y and then spell Israel. And this is for their YouTube. You see something with like two swords going through it?
Oh, I know they. He was on Clubhouse. Well, one of the brothers was on Clubhouse. I know you talking about.
Yeah. It's a few of them that I be talking to. I got one of them, the chief's phone number. And they do Shabbat morning teachings and afternoon teachings, and they have Torah classes weekly.
Yeah, I see. I subscribe to their channel. They got. I see their network.
hmm That's where I'm on every Saturday. When I can't make it to the services, most because I have my grandson with me on a weekend. I can't bring him into church with me. My grandson is, he's very active.
Yeah, I'll be seeing you with your grandson.
Oh, okay.
He kind of look like you.
Yeah, my daughter looked like me. She looked just
I
like
figured that.
genes run strong in my family.
That's right. How you doing?
Peace, brother. You got to unmute yourself.
He is unmuted.
Oh,
Just say something.
Hello? Peace, bro. Can you hear me?
yeah, peace.
Yeah. He probably. I don't know. Yeah, you got to go out and come back in, cause we can't hear you. You might got it. Yeah, you got something on. I
Hello?
still. Hey,
Am I in?
I
Yeah,
hear
Yeah,
you.
sister. He's my brother. Our brother. He's close to you guys. And I've been knowing him for
Guys can
years
see me
now.
now. Can you hear me
Yeah, I
now?
can hear you now.
All right, cool,
Yeah,
cool, cool.
good.
peace, bro.
What's up?
Yes,
Peace,
What's up
brother.
with it?
yes,
What's up?
brother.
Can you
This is
hear me?
our
Can you hear
family.
me?
Yeah. Where you
Yeah, we
call?
can hear you.
Where you from?
I'm from Harlem, man. I'm from Harlem, but I'm in Manhattan, right downtown Manhattan right now.
Oh, okay. That's what's up. I'm in East New York.
Okay, great, great, great.
Hmm.
What's
It's
on
good
your
to see.
mind?
Um, well, my mind has a lot of different enlightenments. I'm enlightened in a lot of different fields. I'm able to do many different things as far as works with my hands. As far as my mental mind is actually a vast array of knowledge as well.
Well, you definitely in the right place.
I figured I would be.
Yeah, you definitely in the right place. So
Yeah,
yeah, just open up.
yeah,
Yeah.
definitely, definitely. I love like-minded people. I
Yeah.
love that we have a whole array of people that are just open to life, open to, I guess, abstract art itself, as well as just getting ourselves equipped with what to do with what we have, as far as our availability to make whatever we have necessary for ourselves and for others, because it's a trying state for us to fight this battle and not know what we have as far as an arsenal, as far as ourselves that we come together with.
That's right.
Vel- Yeah, that was well said, bro.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Well, so we was discussing like Aboriginals or indigenous people that was
Yes,
in
sir.
Mexico. That was in Mexico, and we saw videos of these indigenous people, and they were, I don't know. Can y'all hear the static?
I can hear you. I can hear you.
I can hear
Okay.
you.
All
I
right.
hear what you mean by the static too. I get what you mean, the echo.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get it. I get it. I know what you mean. You know if somebody else is listening, it's okay.
But we saw some good videos, man, and they was
Yeah.
enlightening. We saw how different cultures from different lands, how they interacted with each other, how the music was different, but you can see how they were all indigenous. Some of them had wool hair. Some of them had the curly hair. Yeah, it was good. Good to see and get to watch.
Yeah. That's true. That's true. It's like when we know that we come from a heritage that's so enlightened and so knowledgeable and so great and so fruitful, we should always think about what's all the fruits of our labor that we can actually offer ourselves, and as far as whatever means of work that we do, what's the best thing that we do for ourselves, and what can we offer up to our brothers and sisters?
At this point, I think what we can offer them is knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. Because we came before them, so we don't want them to make the same mistakes we made. You know, so that's what I think we could pass down to the younger generation.
And that is a beautiful sense of enlightenment, brother. I love
Right.
that. I know I'm new to the scene. Um, I want to pronounce myself. I want to let you guys know a little bit about who I am, a little bit about what I do, so you guys can feel comfortable with me. Um, Pretty much, I do engineering work. It's not that much. I do lighting. I do electrical work. I do carpentry. I'm proficient in a lot of different things, although I'm not proficient in traveling. That's my weakness.
Mhm.
It's just Daryl. He's an electrician. He gets up there and deal with that. He's not here yet, but he'll be back. But Tim
Great, great.
Timothy,
Yeah.
I think you got something open. I think you got two windows open at the same time.
Me?
Yeah,
Okay, I'll check it.
yeah, your windows. Check your windows, Timothy.
Yeah, I just look. I ain't got. Let me see. What's this?
Yeah, it's probably the window you got on to get on StreamYard or something. It's a win. Yeah, it's a window. But yeah, go ahead, brother. You got it's your platform right now. You doing a takeover.
Okay, well, I mean, my brother Kai, he brought me on here. Um, I'm here pretty much just to, I guess, give myself an invite to your beautiful platform, and I appreciate you guys for even letting me in.
Oh, you're
Um,
welcome. You're welcome anytime. Tell a friend
yes,
anytime
yes.
you want in. You got some information you want to share? You got a presentation you want to get out? Anything, just hit me up. You can get at your friend and tell him to get a hold of me, and I'll make a link for you, and you can get it in. Talk to the people.
Okay, okay. Where you guys from, first of all?
Oh,
I'm from California.
Okay, we got one Californian.
Hmm.
Where else are you guys from?
I'm from New York.
Who's that?
Tim.
Tim. All right, Tim. I'm from New York too. I'm downtown Manhattan.
That's what's up.
Um, who else do we have on the line?
Got your brother there. And then you got
Freddie,
Freddie.
Freddie Biggs.
Who's Freddie? I don't know Freddie.
Yeah, Freddie in the back.
Okay, cool, cool.
Yeah, we've been on for like an hour and 46 minutes. Damn, why still doing that?
Okay, well, I'm new to this era. I'm new to this generation of talking to people online and not knowing who they are. It's kind of a scary thing for me because I like to know who people are because you never know what somebody's gonna do to you.
Yes,
But
some of the people they might step out because they tending to their family or might got
yeah,
job or whatever. But you know what I mean. They ain't. You pretty
yeah,
much
yeah,
know.
yeah. All right, got you, got you, got you.
You know.
All
Yeah,
right.
it's
You
cool.
you gonna get to know pretty much everybody that's here.
Thank you guys for letting me in, and I
You're welcome.
promise you, I will definitely have a dictated form of having a great ability to give out information as I learn it. I'm doing my best at being an avid learner at this present time, and I'm making this my life's work.
That's what's
Right.
up.
Well, on this platform, it's all about information and unifying with other people's spiritual belief, whatever they believe. Being able to get along with each other and not try to criticize people for what they believe in or what they study or what they understand. That's all it is.
True.
It is a debate league, so prepare to stand on the information that you bring out, though. But yeah, we do presentations. But if you have a topic you want to talk about, don't hesitate to bring it up so we can bring it out.
Okay. Um. Uh. Okay. If I had to choose a topic, I would pretty much choose a topic of equating oneself to their natural ability versus their spiritual abilities.
Natural against spiritual. Okay. We can make that happen.
Natural ability against. Oh man, I'm lost. Hold on, say that again.
Natural ability versus spiritual ability. What this really means is pretty much all right. What do you see in your natural day that you have a problem with in your spiritual day that you would like to have some enlightenment from other people so that they can give you a hopeful understanding of what your spiritual journey can be, because the outcome of your life is pretty much a spiritual journey.
Okay.
I would think that. Tell me if I'm wrong. I mean, if you
You're
feel
not
some other
wrong.
way.
You're not wrong. I believe we're all on a spiritual journey. Why is my okay? We're all on a spiritual journey. And some of us it takes longer for that journey to start. You see, mine's began about 3 years ago, but some people it began longer. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And as far as ability, um, I don't know. I think God has given me the ability to connect with people, on a deep level.
Mm,
Um,
got it.
giving people clarification. Okay, I'm gonna pause.
Okay. What I want to say is this, right? Um, I've noticed today was one of those days where you know that you have a lot of things that's going on inside of your own mind, and you want everything to happen in the right way. But what I mean about the right way is just that you want the day to go well. And I don't think that my day went bad. I know that my day went well. I'm looking into opening up my heart chakra.
Okay.
So in me doing this, within my last week of my existence, I have looked at certain things that I've been doing, and I've done my best to change the things that I've been doing because I haven't been looking at things the right way. You
Okay.
know, it's like when you love somebody, right? You love somebody with your whole heart. You don't care about what they do, you care about what you do to them. Because your heart chakra is about you. And what I've found is that I didn't know much about my own heart. And what I've found is that I didn't know how to give the most of me that I could give. So I did the best to give the most of me that I could give. And that was the last of me. You know, they say there's a small paragraph within the Bible that talks about, and not like I'm biblical, not like that. I'm not biblical. I'm not biblical at all. My life is not about the Bible. So I would withdraw from understanding the texts that I would read from. Although what I would say is this, it's like um they say that if you give, like there was a limerick within the Bible that said that there was a woman that came to the center of the town, and she came to meet Jesus, and she came and she gave her last dime, and she had no more to give for her family, no more for herself, but she gave it only because she knew that she was giving something because she wanted to, and not because she had to, and not because she thought that it would bring her so much greatness. She did it because she knew it was the right thing to do at that present time. And I look at this theme of life, and the funny thing is today, me and my brother, my little brother, I moved my brother's stuff from one place to another to his house, and he took me for some food. And after he took me for some food, I packed the rest of the food that I didn't eat inside of a box. And when we went outside, there was a man that was asking for some food, and I gave it to him. I gave it to him knowing that he would be there because I know how life is. Not saying that I know anything about life at all. Not saying that I'm a soothsayer or a preacher, nothing like that. I just know that life is the way it is. And if you love yourself, you want to love somebody else just as much as you love yourself. And that's what I have to say.
That's what's up. You know, that was very thoughtful, and I could tell you thought that out well. You know what I'm saying? And none of it was negative.
I do my best. It doesn't mean that I don't have negative thoughts coming into my mind. I push them away. I push them away.
Right.
I read something. It said if you have a negative thought inside of your mind, you tell your body that you love your body. You talk to your body because you are all right. When you speak out of your mouth, you are a different person than who you are on the outside. And the person that's inside is the person that's controlling the person that's on the outside. Because if that wasn't true, then you couldn't say inside of your mind with your mouth closed right now, I love you. And if you do that right now, then you got to understand that there's two people speaking. One person talking, one person listening. Close your mouth and say I love you to yourself. There's one person talking and there's another person listening. Because who heard you? Who heard that person say I love you?
The person you love the most.
No, the person that heard you.
Yourself.
You are two people at one time.
Right. The person that you love the most. Yourself.
Yes. You have to love yourself to love somebody else. You have to dig within inside of yourself to even find a mind inside of you to give something to somebody else.
Gotta love yourself.
First, yes. You in New York, brother?
Yeah.
I would love to meet you.
One day.
We're kindred spirits.
Yeah.
I like how KRS1 said it, so I want to play this video because he said the same thing, but he said it was kind of clean. I'm gonna play this video.
All right.
Oh, we could say this. Rockstar energy drink. Why? I just put that in history. See how quick history come up right there. Rockstar energy drink. Those who want to do the exercise, we're going to say rockstar to ourselves without opening our mouths, without saying anything outside. We're going to say this to ourselves. We're going to say rockstar to ourselves. Don't say it out loud at the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Now the question to ask, if you've said rock star in your mind, the question to ask is, what voice is that? What voice is that? What voice just spoke? You just said rock star without moving your mouth at all. On top of that, you on top of saying rock star, you heard yourself say rock star. How can you hear yourself say rock star and no vibration of sound has happened? See, this puts a different perspective on what sound actually is. And what memory is. Memory is not in the brain, memory is in the soul. The only thing you take with you after this life is your memories, or your knowledge, your experiences. That's the only thing you take. Unless you study Egypt culture, they believe you can take all this stuff with you on the other side. Just as a side note. But if you said rock star in your mind or in your being is the true answer, is the true statement. In your being, what was that voice? What was the voice that spoke, and then you heard yourself speaking? But these ears did not hear you say anything because your mouth didn't move. So the ears didn't hear it, the mouth did not move, but you spoke and you heard yourself speaking. If you close your eyes, you can see this better. If you close your eyes and put this image in another sight, if you close your eyes, you can still see this. What is the sight that can see your future? These two eyes don't see the future. These two eyes don't see the past. Yet you can see your past and you can see your future. You can actually see your past
and see your future.
What is the sight that can see beyond time? Don't give it away. What is this? Is an ancient meditation. This is an ancient meditation that I am not the flesh. I am the energy, the consciousness, the being in the flesh. And this is proof. This is no faith. This is not religion. This is actual fact.
Fact.
You can speak without moving your mouth. You can hear without ears. You can see without eyes. So what happens when these eyes, this mouth, and this ear drops off into the grave? These other senses are all you're left with. Death is an illusion. Once you realize this, you live your life more courageously. Now, no one wants to die before their time, so you try to protect yourself. But know that this body is the limitation of you. It is not your zenith. It is not your ultimate. Your ultimate is that voice that just said rock star. That voice that just said rock star without nothing physical moving, that person is immortal. That person is not here with you. Let's go deeper. The body is in, what is it? 3 dimensions, right? Forward, back, right, left, up, down, and time. 4th dimension, 3 dimensions plus time. That's our physical reality. Front, back, right, left, up, down, that's 3D plus time. What happened to in and out? Look at the East, look at the English thought. Back, forth, right, left, up, down, no in and out. No in and out. What is in and out? Rock star. Rock star says, I exist without the body. So where is this other existence? Where is it? It's not here. It's not in 3-dimensional space where you really are. The person that said this is in a whole different dimension. Just switch a little bit. Talk to yourself more. Affirm to yourself more. Don't move none of this. No, close this down and go within and say, I am the greatest ... ever. I have all my needs coming with speed. I am a being of love and light and knowledge. No weapon formed against me shall prosper. Whatever it is, have your affirmation on your tongue. Or, sorry, in your being. This is how the gods created this whole reality. The first humans, imagine, the first humans, they came from inner space. They
Wow.
came out. Study the Anunnakis. They came out of inner space.
Darkness.
Not from outer space, inner space.
Inside.
Rock star. Before there was a body, there was this voice traveling in this voice's dimension. To get here to the earth, the inner voice created this outer extension of itself to be in this dimension. Once you realize that you are not just in this dimension, but you're also in another dimension.
All dimensions.
You now are free. Because whatever happens to you here in this dimension is not your only reality. See, this is how Jesus was able to get beaten and brutalized and hang on the cross. He wasn't here. He was the rock star. Inside, he went to the inner man. Do what you want with the body. I'm not here. Now, once you realize that level of consciousness, where you are officially, you identify yourself as the spirit, not the flesh. You are the inner voice, not the outer voice. Once you become the inner voice, now your outer voice has power. Now when you speak, it's not just a shell speaking. There's a being speaking through the shell. And this is where you heal all sickness in your body. This is where you command reality to work with you, and it works according to your consciousness. Why? Because it's not a shell that's speaking. There's a real being in the shell that is speaking. And when the real being speaks, all nature and the universe responds.
I like what he said. Our body is the limitation of us.
Is it possible I could say something?
Go ahead.
Okay. I will share with you guys something that I've dealt with that has been amazing to my life. The first thing I would gather up to speak about would be my consciousness and my inner consciousness, which is coming from a time taking place that comes from my my young youth. It started when my mother actually she gave me an elixir, and I was dead. I was dead for a number of years, number of minutes, of moments in life, but it was a number of years because for my life, my whole entire life changed. If you want to look it up, it's called liniment. She gave me liniment. Liniment is something that's supposed to be applied to the outside of your body. It's an topical elixir. It's not supposed to be ingested. And each one of you can look it up right now, and you can see that it's not to be ingested. I woke up about 45 minutes afterwards of drinking it. And I came back with some enlightening discoveries. I don't know how I made it this far in life. And I don't know how I made it this far, this well in life. I look at my place that I have right now, and I see it to be a blessing, not for myself, but for those who have encamped themselves around me. I have nothing to give, I have nothing to offer, but I have everything of myself to give for those who are willing to receive. I am nothing if not just being a beacon of hope and a beacon of light, knowing that this path will show you that you are on a path that's leading you to the right direction.
That's an amazing story, bro.
Thank you, my brother.
I like to think that, it's all due to the Most High.
I know it's all due to the Most High. I wouldn't be here without it. I couldn't be here without it. I know what I am, and I'm less than what many people would think I am. Although I have an affinity for love in my life, and I have an affinity for loving people that have no reason to love me. I give myself to life, and for life's love, I live. Not saying I'm a fool, just saying that I've been sheltered by the nature of the love of the earth, the love of the sun, the love of the universe. And the universe has shown me something different. Because a lot of people are different, and they're different for different reasons. Some are bad, some are good. And that's their choice. I have my own choices to make. I'd rather be good, though.
All right, I'm gonna cut out, y'all. It was a good group.
Yeah. All right. Cool.
It was nice meeting everybody in the group that I didn't meet the first time. Sorry about the static. Hopefully it won't be like that next time.
All right.
But for now, I'm gonna say shalom, peace and blessings to all of you.
Ashe, ashe, ashe.
Shalom. Brother talking sounded like he had a lot more to say. We waiting on you because it just felt like you wasn't finished.
Well, who? Me?
I don't know who that was speaking just now.
I'm Jamal.
Okay, yeah, it sounded like he had a lot more to say.
Um, I don't know much. I don't know much.
Yeah, none of us do. Yeah, we be honest, none of us do. We all going off of what we've been told either through spiritual means or through natural means, but we're going off of what we've been told.
Where you from?
Baton Rouge, Louisiana.
Louisiana. I can hear you. I can hear your draw. I can hear your southern draw.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. I'm
Yeah,
Jamal.
I heard. Nice to meet you. I'm Neo. But I heard supposed to be a Chinese proverb say that the wise man knows that he knows nothing.
No, tell me about it.
Yep.
Hey,
That's how it goes.
That's the first thing I was taught.
Yeah. The wise man knows that he knows nothing. That's the beginning of wisdom. That everything you think you know might not be the truth and all this. You could be wrong. You can not even be here thinking like if
We
you
not
want to
we,
use philosophy, you gotta realize you might not even exist. You might just think you exist.
Yay. They say that are you a spiritual being having
Oh. I thought you was
yeah.
asking me. I get what you're saying.
Yeah. Pretty much that along those lines. I mean, I've been given all the wives' tales. Yes, my mother is definitely a truth teller, and she's given me a lot of understanding as far as I would call moving forward through this existence would be about. And I don't know much about much. I don't know much about much. I don't know. And I'm loving what I do know.
Right.
I'm in love with what I do know. I love the fact that I can look into my mind and see that the babies that come forward now are going to be all right. I love that fact. I love that fact the most. Even with all of our gentlemen that are wearing their pants sagging down low and their mental minds not being equipped with half the things that we've been equipped with to get us through several 100 years of slavery and mental mind fuckery. I know that we can still make it, and we can pass down generations and generations of wealth because we have the fortitude to do that. And it comes from our genealogical understanding that it's going to be okay. It's going to be okay, my baby. It's going to be okay. Which sounds like something that's just out of a storybook. And you want to tell somebody it's going to be okay without them having the knowledge. Not knowing that the knowledge has been passed down through them, through their genes and their DNA, and letting them know that they're going to have to be equipped because they have to be equipped. Because it comes with them. Because we put it in them. Because we gave it to them. Through our sperm, through our eggs that we sacrifice. Because it's a sacrifice. And believe me, it is a sacrifice. Some people think, you may be thinking that, oh, I'm just having some fun one night. But you don't know you're bringing a star true and near and dear to your heart. Someone that you will have to protect until they get to the age where they can actually fight for themselves and see the light that we see. So it's much more than just you. It's much more than just me. It's a history of life that you put into yourself. And you do it unknowingly, that you're fueling the fire for something that's going to be greater than you. And it's a beautiful thing, because if you don't know that, and if you didn't know what you was doing, even when you did it, it still happened. It still happened. And there's nothing that can stop it. when you watch your young and beautiful minds grow into the people that they are, and you watch them ask you questions that they will ask you, and you don't want to answer them because you don't want to explain it. It doesn't matter whether you explain it or not. They're still going to find out. And they have the fruits of their labor that came through you to give them the fuel for that fire. It's already in that furnace. There's nothing you can do about it. There's nothing you can do about it. But fuel that flame. Help them along the way. Give them the knowledge that you have inside of you that you didn't even know that you had. Give it to them. See what they will do with it. Because you never know who they're going to become. Sojourner True. So many people that came before us. They made their way, and they came from lesser. What do you think you will do with your knowledge that you progenate? Your progeny. Whew. Man, it's there. I'm done.
Big facts, big facts.
Your love that you give out, it comes back threefold, man. It comes back threefold. You don't even know what you're doing right now. But when you on your way driving home, giving your wife this knowledge and giving your children their grace of being said hello to, those things are so great within their lives that they're gonna fulfill your hopes and your dreams of things that you never even dreamt about. And that's why I'm here to tell you these things. I don't know who I am, and I'm not giving myself no credence. I'm just telling you that I'm a living person and I love you. And I'm sending my love to you right now so that you can know that this love of life is actually willing to actually be a boundless world that you would never be able to see, even though you see what you see with your eyes right now. You see what you see with your eyes. But when you're leaving and when you're going away, you're going to see something else in their eyes. And their eyes is going to show us so much more than we didn't know. And that's why we are beautiful. I am beautiful. And that's my name. I am beautiful. My mother's name was Love. And I am beautiful. I'm the second coming. Is anyone there?
We all
Yeah,
here.
yeah.
All right. I don't know what nobody needed to hear from me to say today. But I'm sending my love out to you. I'm a person that touches on trees every day. I'm a person that grounds myself in the grass every day. I'm that person. And I love all of you, even though I've never touched your spirits, I've never touched your souls as far as giving you a hug. I'm giving you my love through this phone right now. And I'm wishing that this amazingness of surmountable ability of me reaching you with my vibration through my voice is going to do what the same thing happens as me touching a tree. And when you touch a tree, whichever what land you were on, when you touch that tree, you're gonna touch me. Because I am right there. I am right there with you. And I love you. And I am real. And I'm alive. And I'm telling you right now that we stand together. And I love you all. I love you all. And this is coming from my great ancestors through me to you. I'm not standing alone on my side. I hope you're not standing alone on your side. Call out for your ancestors and ask your ancestors for their voices and for their love, because they are there waiting for you. Our power is not dead. Our power is alive and is thriving right now at this very day. And I have tears falling down my eyes when I talk to you. And I'm telling you right now, your ancestors are calling out for you to reach into yourself and reach into your life and see what you have not seen. Because what you do not see is what's in front of your face. And it's your ancestors that's always been giving you the power. So reach out to them so they can reach out to us. Because we are here, we are strong, and we are never going away. We are powerful. Ashe, ashe, ashe. My
Oh,
sister
y'all
used to.
scared.
Thank you guys for being here.
You got them all scared to
Peace.
talk.
Yeah.
We family, you know. Yeah.
I never knew how much power I had inside of me until I dug into myself. It's like
I don't know why everybody else quiet, but I'm over here eating. So
Hmm.
What are you eating, Neil?
some jollof rice,
Some what?
some frozen jollof rice from the grocery store.
Oh, okay. Yes, indeed. A whole bunch of information, and sound like you're dealing with a lot of things, brother.
Yeah.
He was spitting, though.
Yeah, yeah, he was.
Can't say he ain't make sense. He did. Made less sense.
Oh yeah, he was making a lot of sense. I'm just saying, it, um, he reminded me of Christ Michael a little bit.
Yeah, me too. Yep, I can see it.
Yeah, but we love you too. You feel me? Like it's okay. As long as you got us, we got you.
Yes, sir. I'm gonna go pet my tree so when I go outside.
Right. Which one?
Got a tree outside in my yard.
Now, don't you put them up in flames now.
I'm gonna try not to.
Right. Them the one that clearly understands you.
Oh yeah, they get me real well. I saw y'all live, so I came to stop in, see what the
That's
deal was.
that's good. We was talking about us everywhere, all over the place, and then it just became an open discussion after that. But it just pretty much we everywhere, you know, all over. Different tribes still doing the same thing they've been doing from back in the days. They still living the same. Some of them, without a care in the world.
Right.
Yeah, but I guess it's time for us to wrap it up. We didn't, been to Mexico, went to United Kingdoms, came back. We went to space, you know, started using our inner voice, came back to loving our people.
Yeah.
Okay, subscribe, like, share, and See you. See y'all.
All right.
Right. Peace.
I think
Yeah.
the brother on Facebook, so I think I added you to the group.
Yeah. That's good. Hey, brother Jamal.
Yeah, I added Jamal to the group.
That's good.
Until next time, peace.
Peace be unto you too. Right.
I'll praise you, Most High. Yeah, that sound good, y'all. Hello. What we doing?
Hey, cook that up, Khalid.
We still getting to the money, got these haters in they field. Lil' homie, let them chill. Most I told me, vengeance hit my enemies, my footstools. We ain't got no beef for real. This here, this how we live. Look here, homie, we still getting to the money, got these haters in they field. Lil' homie, let them chill. Most I told me, vengeance hit my enemies, my footstools. We ain't got no beef for real. This here, this how we live. Look here, homie, be still. They said you got the call, they trying to blackball you. Like what they own, bro. You can't blackball a boss. The whole world, they hate Israel. The way you hate your neighbor, might as well pull the trigger on yourself. You know we get excited by the smoke. Every day we casting flesh. Save my treasure stored in heaven, we gon' blow the rest. They disrespecting and we check the bank that causing kept it still. They asking others about my business, but I ain't got no instant miss. See, I still deal with ox direct. Cause your person don't mean you respect. Your outlet don't get no credit if the ox ain't in it. Money answer all things and you got all these questions. Playing Vic. Look, I employ slavery. I'll give you broke your say it. Yeah, them crews in the hood, Jews in the hood. I caught them clues, now I'm good. I broke it down, he understood my all to you. Filtered through, you found a few, I'm good. We what we sold, this here exclusive. They like, hey, folk, look what you doing. We still getting to the money, got these haters in they field. Lil' homie, let them chill. Most I told me, vengeance hit my enemies, my footstools. We ain't got no beef for real. This here, this how we live. Look here, homie, we still getting to the money, got these haters in they field. Lil' homie, let them chill. Most I told me, vengeance hit my enemies, my footstools. We ain't got no beef for real. This here, this how we live. Look here, homie, be still. Most I told me, be still, give a room to work. Know my movie work. Your faith ain't good, don't put the work in. In the spirit flexing, that my day job. Getting the mode out my own, I don't know what they are. Before I got the blueprint, and I'm too legit to quit. Let it spark in the dark, be a light, got it lit. Trying to map my movement, got my haters pondering. The ops set the question there, they wanna know if you still lit. It hit different, you authentic, a lot of ops pretending. We do it for the Lord, got my own motion, who are you to judge? Put most high first, none above. Take in the spirit, we locked in, they'll come against your plot. You know Judas said, yeah, we spit them scripts, they barely now. Came on slave ships, then you not black. You know they tell you everything. Isaiah 30:20, yeah, we bad. You see what happened when they tried to rail the train up off the track. False witness, hypocrite. We throw shots back, now they feel hit. Must go get it. We still getting to the money, got these haters in they field. Lil' homie, let them chill. Most I told me, vengeance hit my enemies, my footstools. We ain't got no beef for real. This here, this how we live. Look here, homie, we still getting to the money, got these haters in they field. Lil' homie, let them chill. Most I told me, vengeance hit my enemies, my footstools. We ain't got no beef for real. This here, this how we live. Look here, homie, be still.